Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I trust that you are well. I am doing a collective channeled message for you guys, and I'm channeling the divine masculine that is a Sag, that has Sagittarius in their chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have a lot of Sagittarius in their chart. I have found that you might be drawn to the reading because you're a Sagittarius, and if you feel drawn to it, watch it. It might resonate, okay? But I am specifically focusing in on channeling for the Sagittarius divine masculine. So if you have a DM that is a Sag or has Sag in their chart, then this is very possibly for you. I am channeling messages from your divine masculine. This divine masculine has Sagittarius very strongly in their chart, and I am sharing with you what it is they want to tell you. I'm bringing you a direct message. So, to those of you who are new, I am High Priestess Elif, and I am a no tools medium. I am born gifted and I channel. So I'm able to tap into the energy of this collective, the divine masculine that has Sagittarius very strongly in their chart, and bring you direct messages from them. I take what's happening in the energy. I take what very often the DM is not able to articulate. So what happens is when I channel and I receive message from spirit, or I channel an energy, it is energy frequency. It's not a straightforward language that a medium picks up. I don't. Not always. I do receive direct messages, but a lot of it is energy. A lot of it is it's images. It's a lot of different things, frequency, energy, messages, images, that I then have to translate in a way that makes sense to you. So the reason why I point this out to you is because you might wonder, well, if my DM wants to say something or really wants to say something, why aren't they just saying it to me? What's the point of why have a medium channel them? Well, not everybody is able to interpret energy and frequency. For some of us, especially the positive polarity is the divine feminine, who tends to be more intuitive, less logic, less rational, not needing to make absolute sense of everything. There is an openness to interpret energy, symbology, symbolism, etc. To receive messages, they are more open to it very often. You need to be in a place where you can receive, where you can interpret. Even when you do your own process for healing, your body, your guides, your keepers, there's so much that is constantly bringing you messages and trying to direct you towards what it is and how it is you need to heal. And your intuition is what helps you to interpret all of that. For the divine masculine, they're the negative polarity. They're not always able to do that. In fact, most of the time they're not. And with the divine feminine gets really caught up is they expect this clear, concise articulation of emotions and feelings and where the person's at to feel like we're there, we've arrived. And when you don't see that in your person, you're disappointed because you're expecting them to be the way you are. And they do not process the way you do. They're not able to articulate what is happening in energy. They will feel guided. They will feel drawn to do certain things. They will feel it, but they won't be able to put into words what or how or why they feel what they feel very often. And the moment they try and do that, because they're trying to do it through a rational channel, through the mind, through logic, that's where they get stuck. So what I'm doing is I'm channeling what is happening there, what I pick up in energy, what I pick up, what I see, and I articulate it for you. I put words to it. Very often words that they are not able to put to it at the moment. So for those of you who are new, as I said, I do channel. Everything that I say from the time I begin until the time I'm finished is me channeling. So everything I've said up to this point is what your guides want you to know, is what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to tell you what's happening in this divine masculine of yours life at the moment, where they're at when it comes to you, and then I will switch into direct channeling. So just take it as it comes. I'm channeling. I'm not really controlling what's happening here. I'm just letting you know based on the other channeling that I've been doing that's like this, how it normally happens. So I just go with what's coming through and just allow yourself to be open and take it as it comes. I always ask that you take a few deep breaths, ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this message, to help you to recognize if it is for you, to help you to take what resonates and to leave the rest, and to know clearly what is meant for you, what stirs inside of you. Don't take things that don't fit. It's not going to serve you. Okay? And if it's not your story, it's not your story. Okay? So take a few deep breaths, settle into your intuition and ask your guides and keepers to guide you. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east and west have their sacred flame burning. To those of you who have taken the time to like, to comment, even on my previous videos, and to subscribe, thank you so much. I appreciate the energy exchange. Thank you for helping my channel to grow and for making it possible for other people who need to receive these messages to have access to them. I always start my readings with meditation, and I open a channel for remote healing for my subscribers in the area of love, relationship with yourself, and love in general, for breakthroughs in those areas. So you allow yourself to open up and to receive that. So as I said, thank you so much. I read all of the comments. They are incredibly kind and they encourage me to continue doing what it is that I do. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to begin. Remember now, this is for those of you who have a divine masculine that is a Sag. Now, that is specifically for those of you who are on the twin flame journey. If you do not know this yet, when we refer to divine masculine or divine feminine, it's the counterparts who find themselves going through a spiritual awakening on a twin flame journey. If you are not a twin flame, then it's probably not going to resonate with you. If you still feel drawn to the reading, to the channeling, trust your guides. Perhaps there's something in here for you. Maybe you just don't know that you're a flame. Okay. I have been focusing on my twin flames more of late. I don't have a set program for my readings. I go with what Spirit calls me to do. Okay, so obviously this is a time where the twin flames need the extra support and guidance and love. Okay, so this divine masculine, Spirit says that this divine masculine has a beautiful relationship with their mom. They've gotten a little bit lost of late because they've been listening to too many people, been taking too many people into consideration. And this has really confused them and gotten them twisted into a knot. It's led them astray, and they're really feeling it now. They know they were misled. and it's their own fault, because how can you expect other people to know what is best for you? That's what your person's saying. Feeling ridiculous, feeling foolish, realizing that they gave their power away. The relationship with mom has really been very helpful and positive, because a lot of what she's been saying, they've been having a lot of conversation with mom about you. Spirit is saying to me, some of them directly about you, others not mentioning your name, but mom knows that they're speaking about somebody very special. Mom knows, has an idea about who that they're speaking about you. They're feeling as though the time is drawing near for them to take a chance when it comes to you, to really take a chance at fixing things with you. There are certain details and certain specifics that have come to light for them that has really helped them to see and realize a lot. I'm picking this up with the divine masculines that I've channeled. This has come out in, I'm sure, in most of the readings, in most of the channels, because it shows, it's as if there's this magnifying glass that's been run across the board over everything, and this divine masculine is realizing that there are details that they overlooked. They're feeling an intense depth of emotion for you. And they're really enjoying it, where they might not have enjoyed the overwhelming emotions previously. They're starting to enjoy it. They're recognizing that there is an ease and a sense of well-being that is accompanied with these emotions that they are now allowing themselves to be fully present with when it comes to you. They realized that it was only a matter of time for them to fully, it was only a matter of time, because they could only hold off or hide their feelings, their true feelings for you for so long. There is such depth of love for you, and I see them working on a gesture to show you this, what you mean to them. Okay. You know, this energy that I'm feeling here feels so much like a soulmate energy. Spirit is telling me this person, when they think of you, they believe that you are a soulmate. So they might not fully grasp or understand what a twin flame is, or they might not even have heard of that term, but what they feel, what they believe. And sometimes when they refer to what this connection with you, they refer to it as a soulmate connection. It's really feeling that way as well, which lets me know that for those of you who this resonates with, you've obviously done a lot of your soul work. You've obviously come to a place where you are more at peace with what this is than you were before, because it's feeling like the energy's coming to a nice solid place. And this is good. I think you know me well enough to understand that I have to do things on my own terms and that I can't feel pressured and I can't feel like my decisions are being made for me. Me taking a step away from this and me taking space from this from time to time is exactly that. Is sometimes I'm so overwhelmed with what I'm feeling and I'm not sure if I'm being pulled in. I feel like I'm being pulled into whatever this is with you. And I need to feel that I'm coming freely, that I'm doing what I'm doing because I really want to. It's difficult to explain it, to describe this feeling of being pulled in. It's an energy thing and I can't put it into words, and I don't know if it's just in my head, but I take a step back because I need to know that I'm making my decisions, and whatever steps I take, it is authentic and it's real. I've not had an issue with expressing myself, and I try and do it in the most honest way possible. But there are some things that I've not been able to completely find clarity on and put into words. And that's not due to a lack of trying. I'm confident that I am going to be able to figure this one out. I feel like what I have with you ties into a lot of other aspects of my life and my purpose and why I'm here, but I'm not sure how. And I don't know if I need to know those details, but I almost feel that I need to, because it's a big decision to make, to commit to someone. And you need to know with absolute clarity why you're doing it and what you're doing it for. And to be honest with you, I almost feel like I need to know in case you ask me. That makes me a little bit nervous because I don't know how to put things into words yet. A lot of things have ended for me. A lot of friendships, a lot of relationships I've closed out. There's certain things that I just don't feel are as a part of where I'm going. And so I have clarity about a lot of stuff in my life. I'm just trying to settle into what is the best way for me to be when it comes to you. There's a lot of things that I've been praying for and hoping for a long time that I've started feeling, those doors are opening up for me. And to be honest with you, I see a fruitful future. I see a successful future. I see myself achieving everything that I've set out to achieve. And I'd like for you to be there with me. But this means that you have the capacity to be comfortable and to have a sense of security within yourself, because I am me. And sometimes I get into my head a lot. Sometimes I focus so much on what I'm doing because I'm okay with getting lost in the process because I know what the outcome's going to be. But that means that sometimes I do me, and I don't know if you're in a place where you're secure enough to be okay with that. I need for you to be able to do you and to allow me to do me and not to make my actions and my behavior about you. It sounds harsh, but there is a level of security and independence that I'd like to have established within myself that I have in my partner, where we can function independently and just do that dance together, but we're independent people. Because I'm worried that with the intensity of our connection, um, and how we seem to feel one another and feed off of one another, that's the kind of thing that leads to codependence, and I don't want that. I want to feel that I can be me and be free in a relationship, and not that I have to count every step because I need to think about whether or not my person's going to be okay with me taking 4 steps, or are they only comfortable with me taking 2. I need to be free to live my life out in the way that I feel is right. And I need to be trusted and respected doing that. And I would like to be able to offer the same. I've grown a lot. And none of these intentions are from a place of wanting to dishonor myself or you. It's just that I've come to realize that I've been reaching for higher levels of love, unconditional love, for that space where I can feel like I belong. And that means that the people in that space are okay with who they are enough to be okay with me just the way I am. And so I don't know how to say these things to you without it sounding like I'm selfish and like I don't want to have to consider somebody else. But what I'm basically saying is my ideal is 2 people who have grown in themselves and blossomed to such a level of security and independence, such a sense of knowing who they are, that together they're that power couple. They don't hold one another responsible for their joy or their sadness, because I know that my happiness is my responsibility and your happiness is your responsibility. But we've had situations where I've really felt as though you've held me responsible for discomfort or dis-ease that is actually deeper than what I'm doing or how I'm showing up. And basically that's what I just want to get to a point where I'm clear that we are there, that we've grown enough, that we are mature, that we can do this and do it in a mature and healthy way. I know that I'm guarded. And to be honest with you, I'm not just going to put my guard down and be open. I want to give myself an opportunity to gradually let the guard down. The idea of just putting my guard down gives me too much stress and anxiety. And I don't think that's going to help me or you in any way. I feel like there's a new energy, a new opportunity. I feel like I'm new somehow. I feel like I've woken up to a new time and a new day, and I get to start over. And I've been working at this in my own way. And that's just the thing. It's not always going to look as though I'm doing the work to other people, because I move in silence. What people see is only what I'm willing to let them see. I move in silence, and I've been doing the work. And I've really released a lot of the burdens and the weights that the weight that I've been moving around with. And I really don't want to be picking up burdens and weight moving forward. I don't believe that things need to be difficult all the time. And I really hope that you and I are on the same page where this is concerned. And that's what's sort of holding me back. I'm not sure. I think about I think about us a lot. I think about you all the time. And I think about how well we fit together and how beautiful our life will be. I think about the qualities that you have and I have, and how together that just makes magic. And I know that we have what it takes. My question at the moment to myself is, am I ready to move from being focused on me and my growth and my healing to an us? And are you there too? Because if we are both at a place where we are whole in our relationships with ourselves, then it can only be that clean slate and we can just run with it. But if we're at a place where we partially connected in our relationship with self and did our own healing, and then half of it we expect the other person to sort of help us with, and then it just becomes, like I said, I don't want that codependent thing. I want to feel that I'm coming with a solid foundation, and I'm meeting you at a place where your foundation is solid, and together we can build on that. And some of the things that you've said to me, and some of the ways in which, like sometimes some of the energy that I feel from you just doesn't give me the comfort that you are there yet. I know I've been in an energy of going back and forth in the past. And to be honest with you, this has been why it's been, every time that I've drawn near to you, I've realized more and more that I've got stuff that I've got to deal with. And there's just this knowing that I've got to do that on my own. I can't explain it to you. And I know maybe you think we should do it together, but there's this knowing that that's just not going to be the right thing to do. I know you think that I've put other people before you. And I know you warned me against that. And I knew that you were probably right, but I needed to see it for myself, and I did. I've experienced betrayal there, but you know what? It didn't even hit me as hard as I would have imagined that it would have previously, because I feel more whole. I feel stronger since you've been in my life. And all that I'm focusing on now is that new beginning with you, is having a fresh start with you, and for that opportunity to come. And I feel like it comes down to a choice. And my choice has been, as I said, I've cut certain people out, and I've been working on this relationship. And I feel that I will feel it within myself when it's the right time to come towards you. But as I said, when I feel your energy, I feel as though your expectation of what's supposed to happen here and mine is different. But I know that at the right time, we'll find ourselves on the same page, and that things are going to work out. I'm confident about that. And when I have that knowing that it's time to come towards you, I will. And I will tell you all of this in person. But for now, I'm patient. I'm patient because I believe that this year is worth it. Because when I come in towards you, what I want to do is propose to you. I want to share my life with you. Wow. What a solid energy. If I didn't know better, I would have said I'm probably channeling a lot of the divine feminine here, because this DM sounds like if this is your person, you guys have been doing your work, because it sounds like I'm channeling you, the divine feminine, instead of them. That's how much you've come into alignment. So for those of you whose message this is, if it resonates, you guys are coming into union soon. That energy that your DM picks up, that I channeled here, that is something that is still stuck in your, it's creating a bit of blockage for you. It's just one little thing that needs to be realized, or needs to be shifted in terms of the energy. But you guys are coming together soon. This is a beautiful message. Beautiful, beautiful message. So that is your channeled message, beloved. I wish you well with this. Do what is best for you, but this is a beautiful message. The energy I picked up here is a very solid, beautiful energy, and I know that this person hasn't always been this way. For those of you who would like to get a personal reading, perhaps you find that it resonates and you'd like to know exactly what it is that still needs to come into alignment, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. If you've watched the channeling and it might not resonate, but you would like to know what's happening with you and your person, you can contact me as well. My email is in the description box below. Love and light, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.